Hello, hello, my friends, and welcome to tonight's episode of The Astral Calling here on twitch.tv/tabletop rolls. Quickly, before time is up, a few announcements. Number one, Saturday, Tabletop Bros, doing a thing. Sunday, Cozy Co-op, playing Stardew Valley with Sarah and Emily and me, working towards perfection. What is perfection? Having so many cats on the farm. Then,
All of them.
all of the cats. Then, on Monday, Strength of Thousands AP. Come watch McKenna deal another 1,000 points of damage with a single spell again, hopefully. Then,
Maybe.
Tuesday, Brothers in Arms, Will, Matt, and Data, also known as TJ, playing Warhammer Space Marines.
Ooh.
And remember, it's bullshit.
I didn't know TJ was
the
on that
color
with you.
purple is $50.
It
Yes.
kind of incidentally happened during
Yeah.
stream.
But TJ's going to be coming along for the rest of it with us now, so we'll have a full restart.
Good. Well, that
Yeah.
gives him something to stream too.
Yeah.
It's fun.
Then, well, unfortunately, his computer can't handle streaming Warhammer and streaming at the same time.
Oh no.
Yeah.
The unfortunate luck of Warhammer finally having a game that's not like super low end,
Yeah,
because a lot
basically.
of their games have been really like
Too high end.
Well, to be fair, the Total War games I hear are a bit of a slog to.
they're gonna
Oh,
be
yeah,
a
it's Total
CPU
War.
drag that high numbers.
Wednesday, Wild Ambition. New arc is starting. Bugs, Hive Cities. They have a epic level character helping the party out right now. It's going to be great.
Woo!
Woo! Then Thursday we're off. Come play Pathfinder at Muse with me. Unless it's sold out already. It's been selling out really quickly lately, and I'm very happy about that. They survived last night playing the high tier version of a scenario with 3 level 3s, a level 4, a 5, and a 6. And they didn't get TPK'd by the thing that TPK'd a bunch of parties, a level 7 trap at the very beginning of the adventure that is unavoidable until disarmed. It was a good time. It was a scary time, but they got there, and then they got to fight a really cool Efreet. And they put an end to genie binding, so that's fun. Then, on Friday, Astral Calling, the show you're watching right now. Why are you watching this show right now? Well, I personally think it's because we have some of the best people in the world on the channel on this show. Starting off with one of the best people in the world, Rosalie, playing Luna.
My goodness, hi.
Hello, how are you doing?
Hello. I'm excited. I've been looking forward all week to this stream so that I could wear my new bunny ear headphones. And they're just so on brand for Luna.
They're on brand for you, my
Okay.
dear.
I mean, both can be true. Luna
Both
is
are
also
true.
on brand for me, so.
Another one of the best people in the world, Sarah, playing Captain Cypress.
Yo,
How you doing?
I am a bard.
You're a bard.
I'm a bard.
Another one of the best people in the world, Maya, playing Rash.
Hello, everyone. I'm playing a resident goblin granny who is right now acting general, Rash Roglos.
With balloons.
Yay.
Another one of the most
Hello.
amazing people in the world, Chad, playing Vim.
Yes, I'm Vim, top turn, Fey Wanderer Ranger, and I'm on vacation, so I remembered it was Friday, like 2 hours ago.
Nice. Another one of the most amazing people in the world, Matt, playing Darius.
Hello, everyone. I'm here to shine the light of the spark of creation upon us to spark innovation and inspiration.
There is only one god, and that is Ragulian.
I'm right here.
It's just,
Another
like,
one of the most
objectively
amazing-
not true. Like, verifiably not true in this universe.
I'm agnostic.
Another one of the most amazing people in the world, McKenna, playing Evie.
Hello. McKenna Ray Tyne and McKenna Ray Art on all the platforms. I don't have a cat to hold up in front of the camera,
Oh.
unfortunately. I don't know where the little one is, which is worrying.
Is Cooper home?
Mine's taking a
concerning.
nap
Wait,
over there.
Where's
Oh,
the
no.
chubby one?
And like,
The chubby one, I
She's-
think you can only see the little bit
Right
of her
there.
little bitty butt.
Oh.
Right.
Oh
right
yeah, I see her. She's there at the head of the
Aw,
bed.
it's
yeah,
Is
baby.
That's
My
nice.
baby's
That's her
right over there
favorite
on her
spot.
cat tree.
Fair.
Right there.
It's a Teddy. Hi. Say hi.
Hi, Teddy.
Hi,
Hi,
Quiver.
Teddy.
Gonna knock off my camera.
Hi, little monster. So
Hi, you
cute.
little
So troublesome.
monster. Oh, you're so cute, so troublesome.
Oh, also, McKenna, Emily has now also made Kachio art.
Oh, Pachi art.
Gotcha. That's so
Um,
cheesy.
And
Get it.
to everyone's surprise, another one of the most amazing people in the world. That's right, this one isn't self-deprivating. Me. People talk roles here
Wait,
on
hold
the
on.
internet.
Who are you? What have you done with Will?
What?
It's,
I don't know if it wasn't self-deprecating because
Well,
you
first of all,
acknowledged that
yeah,
you had
deprecating is the word we were looking for.
self-deprecating.
Self-deprecating, so we know it's Will because he got the word wrong.
Fuck yeah. Come for my throat. I deserve it.
I was gonna let him have
gonna
it
let it
too,
slide.
because he was being nice to himself. I was gonna let him have it.
I was
But
gonna let him
was
have
he,
it, but then
Yes.
Sarah said it, and I was just like, I can't let it slide twice.
We are
Unfortunately,
definitely here for war tonight.
a slight change to the plans tonight. You see, I have had everyone here had their door has been locked, and underneath their chairs they will find an envelope. That's right, it's an episode of. No, it's not. I wish. I
This
wish I could do
flimsy
that.
ass door, I
How
could break
dare
this door, no
you.
problem.
I
Man,
was so excited for a little
Billy would have
surprise.
been on his way to Canada to wreck your shit.
I don't think Will would have actually been in here. I do believe Will would have put Cooper and Billy up to some nonsense.
Yeah,
to
for
sleep under
sure.
their chairs.
I'd be impressed if he managed to get into my apartment because I live by myself. So
I could
Well,
kick this
who's he
cheap
gonna
ass door
bribe,
off the
River?
hinges.
Oh. Thanks, Will, for putting a secret lair under my chair.
Remember,
Oh, wow.
Tarlac dies to
Carlac
removal.
cards, amazing.
God. But yeah, so tonight, my friends, we are here for the Astral Calling. I'm really excited for tonight's episode. And just in general, I'm also really excited for tomorrow. If you're at Mini Game Atoba and you're a young person, come and hang out at the table. I'm teaching kids how to play PF2 tomorrow.
Oh, okay.
By running them
Okay.
through a
that kind of young
adventure.
person.
I'm running them through an adventure where their characters get shrunk down to the size of toys and they get stuck in a dollhouse.
Aw.
That all makes
I
sense
love
now. At first, it
those.
just sounded like you were just barring old people from playing.
I know,
but
I was
now
just
but
like,
it made a lot more
this?
sense once you continued.
I am trying to get more young blood into the local Pathfinder Lodge. But
Just
more on
specifically
that
blood.
at
Could
11.
use more young people in the lodge.
Sounds gay.
That's the first thing that our viewers heard, Maya.
There.
Good.
Not
As
wrong.
it should be.
Not wrong.
I mean, listen, as one of the more sapphic streams for TTRPG streams, I'm not saying I don't think we're the most sapphic anymore because
Very nice.
that one show exists that we are mutual followers I can never remember the name of unless there's a gun to my head. It's like
What's their name?
where the fuck is my cell phone?
What's their name?
It's
their
the
What's their
Pride and
mother's
Prejudice.
name?
It's the Pride and Prejudice
Their
RP.
name will.
Oh,
What?
A
Jesus.
Pride and Prejudice RP, and I'm not part of it?
Yeah,
Damn.
it's a really good series too. Here, wait. I'm going to do my bloody good person bare minimum thing.
I love me some Pride and Prejudice.
There's some amazing. Listen, there are some truly amazing people on the clock app. Let's see if I can.
Clock
Impressive.
app?
Yeah, TikTok.
The tickety talks.
Get out of here. Get out.
We can
No, I
just
call it the
call
clock app.
TikTok. We could just
I
call
like
it
calling it the
TikTok.
clock app.
I like calling it the clock app. It's fun.
I think it's worth mentioning that the only reason people call it that is because if you post about it on other platforms, Zuck and Musk will like tank whatever the post is. And in fairness, TikTok does similar things when you like try to talk about other social medias. It's crazy. So that's why people have started calling it that.
That's
Oh.
stupid.
I
Well,
feel very just boomer about
I
all of
just
this.
think it's
It's-
funny.
One of those things like when I hear like unalive creep into real life speech, when that word only came into existence to like bypass censorship online.
Yeah.
So
So
now
it
when I'm
is-
hearing clock app IRL, I'm just like, ugh.
So the account name is Damsels in Distress.
Oh, we're mutuals.
Oh, I know that.
Cute.
Yeah.
That's a fun name.
They're very amazing. They have some great shows. I really enjoy their stuff. What's up?
Yay.
Have I not sent you that one? Do you want me to send you it, McKenna?
No. I'm trying to remember if we're mutuals or not. I'm
Um,
familiar with their content.
They're very cool. But yeah, so go check them out if you like sapphic and just like old romance in general. They have a really great show in my opinion. But last time on the Astral Calling, our resident goblin grandma Rash was going to explode with holy energy. Thankfully, the party managed to make it to the front lines in time for that not to happen after dropping off a number of precious and, to be honest with you now, fodder cargo at Mother Myrtle's.
Well,
They
Yes, Anne.
saw some sights. There was a lovely romantic moment between Evie and Luna that hopefully we'll get to continue to see this romance bloom. And then many other
I don't like
things
how
going
foreboding
on.
that sounded.
as opposed
I don't
to
like that.
what?
Everybody dying?
Yeah, I don't like how foreboding that sounded,
Or
Will.
possibly even worse, only one of you dying.
Yeah.
Don't
That's definitely
lower your
worse.
gaze.
I'm
It's
sad.
okay. I don't try to, but when
I know.
90%,
Homophobic of you, Will.
Well, that's just straight up not true. You actively targeted me with
During
my
4th Gay
own
Pride Month?
character. Yeah.
Not
No,
fourth
when
gay
she
pride.
was
During
wildly
4th Gay Pride
overpowered with the express
Okay,
intent of killing my
okay.
It's the
character.
first
Okay,
meal of
all
Pride
right,
Month.
everybody just chill, because I give one. I have to be the bearer of bad news in that it is more emotionally damaging to ourselves if it's the sapphic bury the gays. We know it's more emotionally damaging, and they know it's more emotionally damaging than, say, a straight couple dying.
puts gun up
We
to
know
Nito's
that.
head.
I trying to be funny, Sarah, but that's the funniest shit you ever said. It's like they just don't. It's not as emotionally impactful as straight people. I don't. That's crazy. You have to know that's crazy.
I was crazy
Yeah.
once.
You're right. You're right for that, but it is out of pocket.
Okay, somebody
know.
clip
I know.
that though too, please. But
Wild.
when we last left off, Rash was put in charge of their goblin horde once again as being the most high-ranking
A horrible
member of
idea,
their family.
really.
Whilst doing so, they delegated unit leads to a number of the party members. So each party member basically has their own unit of goblins that they are the commander of.
Also, arguably a terrible idea for Rash to do.
She's the only one who's done it before.
So let's start
No,
off.
I mean putting
with...
a bunch of like younger people that have never been at war before in charge of war.
Well,
I
let's start off with
suppose.
revealing what units people have command of. So Rash, what is your unit name as well as Captain Cypress's units that they have command of? Because I did not make everyone their own special units. I'm sorry. I doubled up.
Well.
Oh, I was looking to see if you had given it a special name. I was like, it just says Goblin Horde. I think Rash is literally her horde is just operating under the Ruglus clan.
Mhm. Well,
Just the family name inside.
I want to be entirely clear with you. The entire force that you were commanding is the Rugloss clan.
Oh, that's true.
Like, this
All
is
right,
all
then
the Rugloss clan.
A generation could be lost today.
Your entire
Multiple
family is in the
generations.
party's hands.
that's fine. There's a lot of them. I'll say Rash's horde troop name is probably like, I mean, she's not very creative in that all her creativity gets poured into her cooking, so she's like not very like she operated under whatever she was assigned to operate under when she was a general, and so like I don't think she named her own platoon when she was even a general, so she's probably just calling everybody maggots.
Also, I would like
Space
you all
maggots.
to imagine as Rash is approaching their group of soldiers, a bunch of goblin bards singing "Here Comes the General."
Amazing.
And Captain Cypress also has command of a goblin horde. Then, in charge of some goblin boomers, which are goblin sort of demolitions and explosive experts, are Darius and Evie.
Yay!
And
Sorry.
we're excited about it, right?
I'm
We
quickly
are.
writing a prayer to lead my troops in before the battle just begins. Give me a second.
That'll be hilarious.
I was thinking about what I would name them, and I have to say they would probably be the chorus line.
Oh, I like
Aw.
that. Then, in charge of some goblin
And Rash
horde,
is just like, all right, maggots, form into line.
Then, in charge of some goblin warg riders, who has also been given her own warg to ride, Luna.
Amazing.
Luna, you got a puppy. They gave you a puppy.
I got a free puppy.
You got a free puppy.
Best day. Best day ever.
And last but not least, head of the goblin artillery, also known as the goblin gunk flingers, Vim.
Actively not trying to convert them. But
Make
maybe
a
we'll
deception check.
Maybe we'll get one or two of them.
Maybe one or two.
Maybe one or
Just
two.
as a treat. Just as a treat.
Which grandchildren would you like to give to Vim, Rash?
Let's see, who can I spare?
Or honestly, with the way goblins can be in this universe, great grandchildren at this point.
Oh, yes.
I want to say goblins are like bunnies sometimes, but then also Luna's right there. Those rabbits.
We can't forget all the Luna clones.
All the Luna clones.
That's not how they were made.
No, probably not.
No.
Let's be clear about that.
Okay. Chad, I'll tell you which ones you can't take. All of the ones listed in my bio. Any other great grandchild is yours for the stealing.
You're gonna get random letters just talking about the things that a handful of them see in their dreams, and you're just like, why are they sending me this?
So,
Be like, oh, you kids and your newfangled dream journals.
but yes, so our party has each been given a goblin horde, and they arrived basically as the battle was set to begin. So I'm going to swap over to the map quickly.
Oh, we're not playing on the Gwent board?
Oh, we are.
Oh, okay.
We are playing on the Gwent-esque
I
board.
think you already had it there because you were showing me earlier this week about.
Yeah, I've swapped it over for stream.
Oh, you weren't
Yeah.
on that.
I made it so
I've
stream
seen
could
it,
see
whatever.
it.
Just so happens
Gotcha.
I have my deck available for me.
Yes.
Is it the Skellige deck?
Oh no, it's just the general
All right. So
wild hunt deck.
as a general rule,
General?
you all have some basic battle stuff. So starting off with in your journal, each of you should have your unit available to you. if you look in the
Got them
war
boomers.
rules, yep, you can open that up. Those are the stats for your unit.
Okay.
I'm going to open up the boomers and use them as an example. So the goblin boomers on your turn can move 1 square. They have a range of 5, so basically 5 spaces in any direction. They can target. They have 6 hit points. They have a +4 to their attack. They have an AC of 10 and +2 power. When you want to make an attack, you roll a D. Let me make sure I have the dice right. You roll a D20. Yes, a D20. As I'm making sure, I'm using an adapted version, by the way, chat, of Matt Kobel's rule set, just because I wanted something a little bit more simpler than the 30 pages of rules that they created. Which it's a great rule set, but you really have to build the entire campaign around it if you want to use it. And as Chad can say, that sometimes can be painful.
That could be a tough thing to do as like an additive rule set.
Yeah, basically. And I didn't think that y'all would want to have to read 20 pages of rules for homework.
I
Oh
don't.
no.
I appreciate that thought process
I was not
so
gonna.
much, Will. The glory of being known is truly unmatched here in the chat tonight.
But yes, so yes, it is a D20 that you roll. Perfect. So yes, it's a D20. I don't have any of this programmed, unfortunately, so we'll just have to use the dice roller for it. But yeah, so each of you has your own unit. Also, as commanders, you have some special abilities based on your class. So for our artificer and for our multi-class friends, it's the highest level of class you have is the ability you got. So for our artificer, you have the artificer's brew ability. The unit or an adjacent ally unit heals 1d6 plus 1 casualties, also known as hit point damage, and gains +1 to any stat for the remainder of the battle. The barbarian, Furious Charge, the unit gets +1 movement and inflicts 1 additional casualty on a successful attack this round.
Yeah.
The Bard, Song of the War. The unit and 1 adjacent ally unit may add a Bardic Inspiration dice to their next attack roll and heal for 1d4 plus 1 damage. Of the Cleric, Spark's Blessing. This unit or an adjacent ally may add +2 to any stat for the remainder of the battle. Paladin, Aura of Devotion. Any unit attacking this unit or an adjacent ally unit does so at disadvantage until the start of the unit's next turn. And the Ranger, Dream Tipped Arrows. Once activated, the first unit hit by this becomes unable to move until the end of their next turn. These are all usable once per battle. And in addition to that, should a unit commanded by a player character be defeated, that unit is destroyed or captured, and its commander loses hit points equal to half of their maximum hit points.
Ruh-roh, Raggy.
Yikes. Ruh-roh.
With that, I'm going to ask you all where you would like to deploy yourselves. You can deploy yourself in any section of the battlefield on your side, on the front, the reserve, the center, or the rear, and you can put yourself anywhere you would like.
I'm assuming we are where our division is.
Yes, you are your division.
I have a range of 8, and this unit's not very hardy as far as like hit points or AC, so I think staying in the very far back is the only place for us.
Question, Will.
Answer, Matt.
The ranges are like, I notice we are now the size of 4 squares.
Yes, so the range is your space on the Gwent board. So you're in this green one. Your range is 3 as a boomer, I think.
5, I thought it was.
So it's 5, so you can go up to 1, 2, 3, 4. So you can hit up to the center.
Oh, then I'm gonna be way back here then.
Yeah.
1, 2, 3,
And
4, 5.
Matt and I are moving as a unit, correct?
No, you are your own separate units. It's just you have the same type of.
We each have a thing of.
You have the same type of soldiers. If
never.
This is the best, the most easy way for me to explain it is if you're playing Warhammer, Matt is the contingent of Space
That's
Marines.
not an easy way for me to understand.
Only I will understand that well.
Yeah, I know. I don't know. Basically, you have the same type of unit, but you have different, like you have a different contingent of it.
Gotcha.
In chess, you're like one bishop and Matt's the other bishop.
There we go.
You do the same thing, but you're
that I
different
do
pieces.
know. That I do know.
Rose, you get a hero point for being smarter than me.
Hot damn. I'll take it.
I mean, it's an easy hero point to get, but you get that hero point.
We
Oh.
love a lateral thinking bunny queen.
Very specific thing.
Oh, that
then.
was not Luna. Let us be clear. That was
No, no,
not
no.
Luna's analogy.
Luna pipes up and she's like, so it's like chess. You know, chess.
It is like the
that
game.
Eat the
that I play
pieces.
all of the time. This one's the bishop. And if
Evie
you
was
move it
trying to explain it to me.
E5,
And there are 2 castles. Apparently people
Mhm.
do not live in them, but I think that they secretly
And
do.
these are not
But
actually
you are
horses.
Like one castle, and you are like a horse. No, you are
I
like a
think-
horse, and you are like a. I don't
what
remember.
happens with chess and Luna is the same thing that happened when they were playing like the Risk game with Balduke Orly in the very early episodes, where Luna's not playing strategically, but she is winning.
Mhm.
And I love that.
But
for
yes,
her.
you are all free to deploy yourselves where you would like to be deployed onto your side of the battlefield. For the sake of my mental sanity, can you put yourselves in the center of your square, Matt, McKenna?
What if I
Yeah, I'll
put it
stay where
right
I am,
here?
actually.
Oh, I thought we could maybe go next to each other, but
No, so
I think he's treating
anything-
that entire rectangle as one space.
Yes, that entire
Yeah.
rectangle is one space.
Yes.
Would
And
it bother
yes.
you if I just turned my token like that?
No, see that I'm okay
I
with.
like
It was
that.
that's
I
fine.
dislike it. I immediately dislike
was-
it.
I'm
was
just
when
gonna
you were
assume Evie's
slightly
drunk the
off-center.
whole time.
This is not Ender's Game. There is a
Yes.
specific gown.
One of these cups is poison. The other will take you to dreamland. Drink it. Why are you going towards my eye? Spoilers for Ender's Game, by the way.
But
Um,
anyway.
But anyway. So is that how you would all like to be deployed? Rash, Luna? You okay with
Yeah,
being up
I'm
there?
fine with being in the front. I'm a tank.
Okay.
And I'm assuming my whole battalion is also tanky.
You have the stats that you have a goblin horde.
Yay, horde.
So, please have
Go,
those-
maggots, go.
Check out those stats, because you'll
Please-
be using
Yes, because
them.
you're going to be using them. So
I have it
please-
up. I have it up right here.
Okay.
Okay.
Good. And so this is the way this is going to work. It is done in turns. So, who would you like to nominate as your High General?
Gosh.
Rash.
Rash.
Rash is
Bold.
our high General. So, Rash, you will make an initiative roll against the
Rash is
other
the
enemy's
420
High
General.
to determine what side of the army, which army goes first.
I would
Oh,
probably
God.
be sober right now, but
Yeah, Rash. Well, what were they doing right before this?
Rash takes a fat toke.
Rash-
All right, maggots.
Rash
You
is
don't
like
really need
about
this,
to
so-
die. So
Rash, roll me a
Yeah,
initiative roll.
little do you know, it's a goblin horde tradition to
Ooh,
smoke
10.
a fat hoagie right before going in.
Doesn't barbarian have advantage on initiative?
Yeah, we do actually.
All right, do it
Fuck
then.
yeah.
Beat a 10 and you go first.
Hang on, I need to pull up my character sheet.
The way that this will go is basically whichever army goes first, that entire army moves, and then the entire army moves afterwards. So if you go first, you will all do your moves and attacks, and then the other army will do all their moves and attacks. Then that army will be followed up by having their own turn of doing moves and attacks, and then you will do moves and attacks.
I will say, switching between these sheets is killing me.
Yeah.
Well,
I'm so
after-
glad that I have like an extra wide screen.
Having
so I've
two
just got them
monitors,
all, like,
Having
yeah.
two monitors, really great.
Yeah, I
Really
am
killing me right
struggling
now
with
on my
my laptop.
tiny
I am
ass
ho-
tablet.
I will say you will not probably need to roll your character sheets for anything if you after this initiative roll if you want to just have this up until after this battle is done.
Okay.
Thank God.
I
Alright.
have the
using any
real
of our-
estate on my screens, and I just don't like not having my character
23.
sheet up.
All right, so
Okay, this was the first roll. I need to roll again in case I beat a 23.
I mean, you beat the 10 with the 23, so you're going.
But I
your
wanna see
army
if
is
I
going
crit.
first. Go for it.
Crit initiative.
I don't crit.
No, you do not crit.
But you do throw away a 2 that would have been spent otherwise.
Yes.
That's true.
All right, so
Is that how that works?
Yes.
let us begin the war. Your party will get to move first. You as a party get to choose order as to what your units do. So who on our side would like to go first?
Well, one thing.
Yeah.
May I lead us in prayer before the battle, as the cleric of the party, or chaplain, one might say.
Rash
I don't know, we're
side
just
eye.
vibing back here.
Rash side
It
eyes
seems like
real
an
hard.
inappropriate time to pray, but do what you must.
She
Yeah.
side eyes real hard, and she's just like, unless this is to the god we are fighting for, Darius.
It's simply a benediction to bless our troops, perhaps. Darius drops to his two front knees. Actually, no, he's gonna cat loaf. He's gonna tuck all his four legs under his body. Place his hammer kind of head down on the ground, close his eyes, clutch his little holy symbol. Brilliant spark, shine your light in these times of uncertainty. Let us feel your gift of inspiration. When we falter and overcome with fear and doubt, help us to see your light. Remind us that a path to safety and victory is within us if we have the strength to see it. We seek victory. We seek the light.
As
For
Darius,
Magoobliet, right?
I mean, whatever works for you.
For Magoobliet! As Darius finishes their prayer, some of like the goblins in their unit, you just see
They got
them
the
lighting.
spirit.
You just see them lighting explosives in their hands with nowhere to throw them.
Yeah,
Yeah.
he said to light, so that makes sense.
Yep.
He said for the light.
Yep.
That's the one.
Okay,
Yeah.
so talking
Totally
strategy
not a
here.
dark spawn or anything. We seek the light.
Somebody in the back row can reach this like front row of
I
folks,
can
yeah?
I can reach the whole thing.
Okay, so here's what
Them
I
is
have
artillery.
like 2 movements. So if we can clear like one of these 3, I can move up and start like getting the one behind it.
And it would be good since we do like all one side, then all the other side to give them less turns.
Yeah, so my instinct is to let the like people with range, you know, it's like right, you like have the
Yeah.
archers shoot first and then the people go in. So
I am a
So you want us to try to
again,
clear
not
this side
Luna's
for you?
strategy, but
I am-
Rosie's.
That's okay.
I'm a tad concerned about our right flank having, kind of a lopside there.
Yep, me too, but that's okay.
What's the worst that can happen?
Well, I
do
don't
we
like that sentence.
We all have movement.
Oh, I
and
guess I
such,
could have
too.
moved to the right, but I already declared my
Well,
spot.
here's the thing. We could just sort of play this to our advantage and slowly shift towards the left and make them have to follow us, not just immediately rush into our kind of weak area. Sorry, McKenna?
Fight them.
We
Kite
could potentially kite them.
I don't see why not.
I'm a little concerned we don't know the exact capabilities of our opponents, and I don't know.
How often do you know your opponent's exact capabilities before you fight in D&D?
Well, it's unless you're Batman.
Without like metagaming.
I mean, as a famous philosopher and warrior on my world, Miao Sung once said, "Know yourself, know your enemy, and you hold the key to victory."
Wouldn't it be meow yourself, meow your enemy?
I can't imagine.
What? No, why would you say that?
I can't
Terrible.
imagine they'll have significantly higher movement than we will.
I'm just worried that, like, I'm not proposing we play anything different than what we're planning. I'm just we must be mindful if they turn out to have like much better melee or much better range than us. We'll probably want to ensure that they are in a position they can't play to those strengths.
Also,
Yeah,
each
we'll
of-
see
some
what
of you-
happens when it's
Yeah.
their turn.
Also, some of your units have fun traits that give them different like things that happen when they take damage, etc. I think I came up with fun names for them.
Mine literally
Yeah.
is a demerit.
Mine just says, ah!
Oh yeah. I also have an
Yeah.
I understand the idea of doing the range thing, like, but my guys have a special trait that any enemy I hit will have disadvantage until the end of their next turn on all strikes. So it might also be useful for me to wait and see if if we clear somebody out, I can attack somebody else so they'll have disadvantage.
Who's the other one who has range? The boomers?
The
Yeah, I think I'm
boomers.
the only one with the gunk flingers that give the
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
disadvantage though.
Not the gunk
Hearing,
flingers.
hearing Chad say that
So
is
McKenna,
why
what are
I'm hating
your
that.
what do your little dudelets do?
The same things that Matt does. They do like bombs and throw things and
Right.
And if they miss, they take a point of damage.
yeah.
I mean, that's bombs for you.
Damn it.
Charlotte never had to deal with this kind of problem.
Do they do AoE or is
Yet.
it just like a selected unit?
It's just a good ranged thing with
Why would you
decent.
say that?
No, I'm just saying
Huh?
Charlotte's bombs don't blow up in her face.
Yeah.
I don't think they have an AoE.
I don't think so.
They
No,
do
it's
not.
just no.
Okay, just curious because sometimes bombs do.
These are very small yield, but possibly more accurate explosions.
Well, also, I guess keeping in mind that each of these is like a unit.
Unit,
It's
yes.
not a single target.
Technically,
Yeah,
everything is
Like
splash
so,
Yeah.
damage,
technically,
but just within the
each,
unit.
Technically, each of these is 10 to 15 goblins.
Right.
Yeah.
Okay, so
Well, no, sorry, not 10 to 15.
Does anybody feel like
100
they
to
should-
200
That's the
goblins.
only way I'm gonna measure anything from now on, is in
should
goblins.
be the first to attack, or shall I just?
Well, do we want to have the ranged people
That was yeah.
shoot it?
Yeah, specifically I was just saying my thing
Ideally.
might be good to wait to see if we clear somebody out before I go, and then I can give somebody else disadvantage. But I think the other range people don't have that.
Oh, here, you know what else I'm going to
If you're worried about our right flank, Matt, I mean, I don't know if y'all want to target this one so that they just have like less on that side.
You know, not a bad
Mine
idea.
doesn't have
honestly.
any range, so
1, 2, 3.
Well, we should probably figure out who to try and target down.
Do we want to let the range people have a go, and then based on because our success is not guaranteed, we still have to roll. So based
Yeah.
on
Yes.
what the range people accomplish, the melee people can then maybe compensate.
Yes.
All right. First bomb division. May I start us off? I suppose.
Go
Yeah.
for it.
Please do.
All right. I'm
Alright,
just I'm just throwing a d20 plus
Well,
4.
first of all, who are you targeting?
I'm going to target the one on our right flank.
Calstigian conscripts number 3.
Oh no, conscripts. All right,
Right.
so that d20 plus 4.
Also, all of this front line looks like elves that have been basically forcibly put into plate armor.
Well, that's fun.
Oh,
Yeah, it's like
that's kind of sad.
the Sith from the Sith Jedi killer armor.
I also have one question I want to poll the group on really quick. My ability, which we can only use once per game, is add +2 to any stat for the remainder of the battle. Now, stat, is that like the attack stat?
Yeah, it's like the attack, the defense, the power, like any of the
should-
stats.
Now, when do I have to choose to use that?
You can
Could I
use it
say use
once
it
per
after a
battle.
successful hit?
Yep, you can use it once per battle, whenever you want.
Here's the question for the group. Do I lead with this? Like, if I get a hit right now, do I lead with it and just try and get an early advantage by maximizing on, trying to take out their units before they can even use them? Or do I wait for when maybe things are going bad?
Well, you said it for the remainder of the battle?
It's just
So early.
this
What does it
unit
say?
or adjacent ally may add +2 to any stat for the remainder of the battle. Do I want to add like +2 starting now for all their attacks to hit?
Well, what I'm saying is if it's for the remainder of the battle, why wouldn't you use it early
Yeah.
so that you can maximize the usage of it?
Yeah, I think so. Well, I'm going to slam my little hammer on the ground, hold up the sparking light coming off of it, and
Spark
bless
of
my unit.
creation. Yep.
Yes, the more you know. So they'll have +2 to hit. So I'm just gonna.
Okay.
There'll be +6 to hit for the entirety of the battle. And we are targeting those guys. So here we go. D20 +6. That dirty 20.
A dirty 20 is a hit. That will get a solid chunk of explosives onto that unit.
And that, what do I roll for damage?
So now, if you want to, you have an option. You will, if you hit, you will always deal 1 damage. However, if
Okay.
you'd like, you can attempt another roll using your unit's power modifier against the unit's AC, and if that succeeds, you will deal 2 damage instead. However, if it fails, you will not deal damage.
I think I'll risk it for the biscuit. Try and go for an early advantage.
Okay.
So their power is +2.
So yes, so now you only
So
have a
D20 +2.
Yep.
All right. Here we go.
And so now you will, instead of dealing 1 damage to this unit, deal 2 damage to this unit. Boom. And it looks
Spark, guide your aim.
after 1 burst of the boomers, it almost took out half that unit of Calistigian
Boomers be
soldiers.
bursting.
Yep.
I signal. I'm imagining there's actually a fair amount of distance between us. I signal with my like glowing hammer over at Avi's unit and point at the weakened enemies.
Over whose unit?
Who?
Whose unit?
Who?
Whose unit?
Sorry,
I'm curious. Man,
Evie.
Sorry, who's?
I understand we're doing dimensions, Matt, but like,
Who?
My brain has been sheltered
You
into the
were
money.
what? With who?
No,
Legitimate question
everybody.
here.
He does do a lot. There's a lot of campaigns
Will does more.
going on.
Will.
I have an actual question, which is which one were you targeting again, Matt?
Number 3.
Our right flank.
Okay, sweet, the one right.
I did update them to have labels on their names, the numbers on their names. So,
Could we put dots on them? Colored dots?
I don't know how well they would show, but like do you not see the nameplates below them?
no,
No.
those
No,
are not visible to us.
it's on DM mode only.
No.
How?
I
Also,
believe
I
you
like-
can make those visible, but they are not currently visible.
I would also like to say I wish I could make the excuse that I'm a little bit tipsy or something, but it's literally just tonic water with a little lime in this.
It's okay.
Yep.
I'm also
I have
utterly
nothing.
exhausted. What is brain power?
Me too.
I
Um,
was
can
thinking
What
of,
is brain?
I thought who was funny because isn't Avi an owl?
Bat.
No, wait, that's
Bat.
the other character.
You're sort of close. Nocturnal Hunter.
Anyway,
I
mechanical
thought
question.
who was like an
I
owl.
wanna shoot him.
All right, fire at will.
D20 +4.
I'm gonna shoot.
You can do it.
Bat.
15.
That's 15
Whee!
+4. That's a 19. to
That will
hit
hit.
red.
Now, would you like to attempt a power roll to deal 2 damage instead of 1?
Sure. So what is like the DC for that?
It's against their
trying to
AC
figure
again.
this out.
It'll be against this enemy's AC. So basically, you're going to try to roll to hit again. If you hit, you deal 2 damage. If you miss, you deal no damage.
But
Don't
it's with
know
that,
the AC yet.
but it's
You
with
don't
that
know the
power
AC.
number instead of your attack number.
Got it. So I have a +2 to this.
Yep.
Fuck it. You wanna roll? Roll 20? There we go.
dirty
There
20.
we go.
20. Yeah, and with that, you two will wipe out that unit.
We are alpha
Hell yeah.
striking these mother truckers.
Yeah.
That's my turn.
Those who dare win.
All right. So Evie and Darius have gone. We still have Luna, Rash, Captain Cypress, and Vimbus to go.
Okay.
Oh, I don't know who that is.
so I've got 2 movement. I could
Yes.
go here and then
You
basically try to.
there is
taunt
no
them with my-
diagonal. There is no diagonal movement.
You can only move forward.
You can only move forward or right and left.
Oh no, we're rooks.
I wish I had known that before.
I apologize that.
I am
I
sorry.
forgot to say that. If you'd like to reposition by 1, I will allow it. Okay. That is my
So-
bad for not being clear about that and not reading.
Yeah,
that part of the
typically
rules.
D&D has 10.
Yeah.
It's like, what? Is that a Pathfinder thing?
No, this
No.
is just like a, because of the way the board works. If diagonal movement
Interesting.
was a thing, it would be a little bit unruly. Anyway,
So then what are the rules on diagonal shooting?
diagonal shooting is fine. It's like an arc. So as long
Okay.
as they're in front of you, you can do it. It's just a matter of like movement. The melee is just a little bit harder.
Yeah.
So I could move here and use my aura of devotion.
Mhm.
Any unit attacking this or an adjacent ally unit does so at disadvantage until the start. Is diagonal still considered adjacent, or is it only in like plus
So
side?
if they're a melee unit, they cannot attack you diagonally.
No, so like if I was here
Yeah.
and like Rash was here, would
Yes.
Rash count as adjacent to me?
Yes. That.
Okay.
Yes. Anything around you basically would get affected by it.
Because
Okay.
that sounds like it's just one square apart for us if I was over there.
Yeah. I mean, I could also move up like just one, but my paladin ability I can use once, and it seems like a good idea to waste it while there's more enemies that can attack me. Is that any unit attacking me or an adjacent ally unit does so at disadvantage until the start of this unit's next turn. Thoughts?
And prayers.
I mean,
We
Rosalie,
had the prayers
Totally
already.
cat.
I've handled
I
that.
think
We already did the prayers. They were to the wrong god.
I think we were
Sorry.
talking about
I
Sorry.
can't hear you. There's a battle.
I'm a little concerned with you, like kind of trying to jump in the middle, but you do you.
It's very Luna, which is maybe
Question,
major.
Rash, how much movement do you have?
My unit has only one movement, is what this looks like.
Okay. So then I could still move here
Yeah.
and just do the thing. My thought was that using that ability while like we have the most enemies and while I'm
Right.
a target seems
That
like
makes sense.
biggest
Yeah.
use of it.
Mhm.
And these guys seem like pansies. No,
We haven't seen it. We haven't
I
seen
mean,
it
to be
yet.
fair, they are a
because
like
I can
flower.
still make my
They are
attack.
like a flower-themed
over
enemy, so
here.
calling them pansies is actually very okay because they're Calistigians. So
What a
it's-
bunch of daisies.
Yeah.
If I move here and I'm still like, we can still take out like this one. or
Yeah.
something. That. Yeah.
It's entirely up to y'all.
Yeah.
I
Yeah,
also
that's
don't
not
think
cool.
that this one or probably this one could reach me. So it'd really probably just be attacks from like this, and if it survives this.
Yeah. I am guessing though those three in the back may have range, so they may not get affected by your disadvantage.
That's very true. These
Yeah.
ones might be able to. It says any unit attacking this unit.
Mm-hmm.
Oh,
So
does it
so,
say?
yeah.
It doesn't. Yeah.
It does
range
affect
isn't-
ranged. Yeah, it does affect range. Like Rose's ability is basically.
Oh,
what it
attacking
does.
this unit or an adjacent ally. I misread that. I
Yes.
was reading
So
it as
if Rash is, like,
adjacent enemy attacking you, but no, if you
near
were an
me,
adjacent. Okay, so yeah,
then Rash would be protected too.
that works for both those. Then yeah.
But I don't think. Rash, how much movement did you say you had? One?
Yeah.
So if I go here, you can't get here. Which
No.
means I should probably stick to here. Sorry, I'm taking too long. I'm going to make a decision
That's
and
okay.
You're fine.
activate my
You're
This is a-
ability.
fine.
This
We've
is
been
a-
I got-
given a whole new set of rules, and we are
Yes.
actively strategizing.
I
around
also
it.
got distracted by cats anyway.
Yes, and
I
I will
will
Yes,
say.
just-
there was
partially
cats
on
in
me.
chat.
As a Libra, I will like go back and forth on this, weighing the pros and cons for the rest of
There's
forever.
nothing
If
wrong
somebody
with that,
doesn't just shut
honestly.
me up and give me like an opinion.
As a Scorpio,
This
I
is
totally
my
get
character
that.
flaw.
Jazz
This is-
also a Scorpio, so that doesn't track.
That's
This is,
such a.
and
That's
we're
such a,
we're in
that's-
Libra season.
That's such a Libra
like
thing
it's
to
coming
do.
up.
My Libra season.
My birthday is in like a couple weeks.
Is another name for. Hold on. Is Libra the one with the scales?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
What name for that? Astrea? I just
Is
got
that-
it. There's a goddess
You're just
associated
thinking
with
about
it.
fate.
Well, no, no. This is a legitimate thing. I
Matt
just
thinking
watched a
about
video.
fate.
I just watched a literal mythology video about the goddess Astrea. And
Okay.
Listen,
That's cool. I like
The-
that.
the reason I got into astrology was because of fairy tales, so we'll just leave it at that and go on.
It's okay. The way I first got into it was actually do y'all remember, maybe not you guys, but
Anyway,
Sarah
Rose's
McKenna and
turn.
Rose. Do you
Right.
remember the
justice,
comic
innocence,
book
purity,
Witch?
and precision.
Oh,
what?
vaguely.
Yep, I remember that one.
Rose's
Alright.
turn.
Rose's turn. I get that. It's a
I got that reference.
It's a
I
song.
understood that reference.
People can make a choice. All right. I'm gonna just try to draw the fucking aggro.
Do it.
I'm gonna move here. I'm gonna activate my paladin ability, and I'm going to try to attack this one.
Okay, number 2, go for it.
Okay, so I roll a d20.
Yep,
I'm
and you add
sorry.
your unit's attack to it.
Pya. My attack is 3, so it's a 16.
That'll hit.
Okay, and then power. Is that it? Remind me, sorry.
So now if you want to risk another attack roll against their AC in order to deal 2 damage instead of 1, you can roll your power against their AC.
So
But if you
d20
fail
plus
this,
power.
yes, but if you fail
Yeah.
this, you deal no damage.
As somebody with like 2 hero points presently, I'm gonna risk it for some biscuit.
Do it.
That's a 12.
A 12 will hit.
Okay, so that's my power's plus 2.
Yeah,
So I'm
so
dealing.
you'll deal 2 damage to these to this unit. As the goblins get off to a pretty strong start. Next up we have Rash, Cypress, or Vim.
Well, Luna set him up, so Rash will knock him down.
Okay.
I guess, unless somebody else wants to go.
Do you mind if I go so I
Go
can
for
help
it.
you, Rash?
Yes, absolutely. Go for it.
Cool. So I think best case scenario I can do for you to help you is I'm going to move 1 unit up. I'm assuming I can go 1 up,
Yes,
right?
you can move 1 alm up.
Yes, 1 alm up. And I'm going to use my Song of War
Nice.
Okay.
to enable myself and Rash Bardic Inspiration for your next attack roll.
Nice.
How
much is that Bardic?
It's a D8.
Nice.
1d8.
Nice.
So we're the chorus line giving you the I'm it's a goblin horde, so it's a lot of the drums beating and the war songs, but
It's
then
like-
you
Yeah,
also
I
get
was
the
gonna say, I
occasional,
feel like
deep violin coming in.
It's like in,
yeah, I feel like
Vegas
a lot of the
style.
classic bard college, a lot of the classic like goblin bards are very heavy on the acoustics and drum side
They're
and
on
maybe
the
some chanting.
they're on
Here
the
we
drum,
go.
Then you'll-
drum lines.
But every once in a while you'll get like a new age youngster goblin bard who's
With the
like
piccolo
very
flute.
very into the electric violin.
One
like
goblin
too
just
into
plays,
it.
One goblin just plays their nose as a flute.
Also, you
Love
Oh, for
it.
guys,
sure.
you guys at one point said a chorus, and I was thinking, and along came a gooblet.
Yeah. Then along came a Goobliet.
Nice. All right, but Sarah, you can still do an attack if you'd like.
I actually can't because I only have a range of 1 to attack.
Fair
So
enough.
hence why I took that 1 movement before Rash did, because I knew Rash
Yay.
could get up there to the enemy
Cool.
and use that bardic inspiration.
All right.
It also
Beautiful.
says you get to heal 1d4 plus 1 to casualties, but I don't think you've got any casualties
No.
yet, so
No.
you're good for now.
All right.
All right.
Rash or Vim?
Well, now that I've got this bardic, I'm gonna go up
Okay.
and I'm gonna attack this guy.
All right.
Crazy Diggy. Are you being a crazy Diggy?
So I'm rolling
Diglet dig. So you're
a
rolling
d20
yes, plus your attack.
just by. Okay, so plus the attack, so plus 3.
Yep.
So
We
d20.
could also do this on D12s, but I think D20s are more fun. I just
like
scaled
that.
up the numbers to be
12.
a little bit more fitting.
13, 14, 15. So 12 plus 3 is 15.
That will hit.
Cool. Then I won't even have to use the bardic. Now remind me, can I use bardics on the attack
You
and the
can,
hit, or just
you can use it on the power roll if you would like. But
Okay.
the damage will always either be 1 or 2.
that's what I thought.
Yeah.
Just making sure. Da 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 da. And to roll hit points or to roll damage points for this. How do I roll that on this sheet?
So roll. So do you want to attempt another roll with your power to deal 2 damage?
Got it.
So roll if you want to try to risk it for a biscuit and deal 2 damage instead of 1. You can roll in another attack roll against their AC using your power modifier. Or you can just take the 1 damage on them.
Hang on. Oh, I'm reading the barbarian power feat, the furious charge, and I'm looking at that.
No,
I think
it should be. I think it says we can only use those abilities once.
Yes, you can only use those abilities
okay.
once a battle.
Only the one time. Got it.
Yep.
Then I'll save mine. I'll risk it for the biscuit.
Okay, roll me
Sure.
another d20 against with attack using your power modifier. 15 plus the 1.
16.
That will hit, so you will deal 2 points of damage instead of 1.
Beautiful.
That is
gorgeous.
now Rash's turn, and now we go to Vim.
All right. Since they're all going to attack at disadvantage to Luna, then I think I should attack the one that probably won't be attacking Luna.
Okay.
So I'm going to attack this one.
All right.
Yeah, focus fire.
And we have a pretty good one. That feels like an appropriately bad roll.
10 against that conscript is barely a hit.
Okay. We're
Okay.
not fucking around with power rolls because we got a +0 to power. And it's probably just better to hit and get that so they have disadvantage when their strikes next turn.
There. All right, so this one will have disadvantage. I will mark it. All right, and now that is your army's turn. So now the enemy army is going to take their turn, and then they will take another turn, and then you will take a turn, and you will take another turn, and we basically go until...
Oh, it's a snake. It's a snake.
It's a snake.
Oh, interesting.
All right, so this army is going to use its movement of 3 to get to there.
Oh no.
3.
They are then going to make an attack roll against Rash's unit. So Rash, whatever your
I was going to say,
AC
does
is-
flanking work for this?
No, it doesn't.
Sort of.
I
Okay.
assume
You're
no
good.
flanking, no AO.
No flanking, no AO. A natural 20.
Cool. Ugh.
So that'll be
Well,
a
that
20.
still can happen.
That'll be a 22 to hit your unit, Rash.
Yeah, that hits.
All right, so you will
We
take
hate
one.
to see it.
You will take 1 casualty.
So
you'll take 1
hang
hit
on.
point of damage. So what's your unit's hit points is how much?
They're 6, so
Okay,
it's
you're gonna
5
take
now.
1, so you're down to 5. All right. Then the one in front of you is just going to straight up attack you. They will have
Can I
disadvantage.
edit that on this sheet or no?
No. You'll just have to keep
Okay.
track of it. I'm sorry.
I'm keeping track of mine in my temporary hit points box.
A 7. Will that hit you?
A 7? No, that doesn't hit.
All right. So the one that Vim gave disadvantage will miss because of that disadvantage.
Huzzah!
Calistigian Conscriptor is going to hold off for now. We have some gunners. The gunners have a range of 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Perfect. 4. Perfect. 4. Perfect. Okay, so this first gunner is going to fire at Rash's unit. 1d20. So that'll be 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16 to hit you, Rash.
This feels targeted.
Does a 16
Yes,
hit?
that hits. Yes,
All
that
right.
hits.
These ones are going to attempt a roll with power as well. That will be a...
Give him hell, Rash.
That will be a 14.
Yeah, 14 hits because this AC for some godforsaken reason is super fucking low.
be fair,
they're all kind of low.
They're all
They're all
kind of
low.
low.
it's a large group of goblins.
All right.
It's probably fairly easy to hit them.
So your
Bah.
troop is going to take 2 more points of damage. So you're now at 3 out of 5.
No.
The Calistigian Constrictor is going to go up by 2.
Wait, 3 out of 5. I started with 6.
Oh, sorry, 3 out of 6. Oh, wait, you're at 3
Okay.
out of 6. They're not doing that yet then. Conscriptor is going to stay there then. Gunner 2 is going to fire at Luna with disadvantage.
Like, come on, somebody! I did this.
Yeah.
Ah.
Boop. So,
Did that math?
the
Will?
1 will definitely miss. Then Gunner 3 is going to fire at Luna with disadvantage. A 12. Oh, it didn't roll a second one.
That'd be
A 19.
Yeah,
so
12
a
hits.
12. Yeah, that will hit. So then you will take 1. They are going to attempt a power check. That's still also done at disadvantage. A 10 will become a 12 again because
That doesn't. Oh. Well, a 12 will do it.
Yep. So then you will take 2 points of wound to your units. How is your HP looking?
Half.
Yes. The conscriptor is going to step down by 1. And then they are going to attack you as well, Luna. They have a plus
Okay.
6 to this. And this appears to be
Disadvantage!
this appears to be the head of this army.
Great.
So
Delightful.
it's a 7, which will be 8, 9, 10, 11,
13?
12, 13.
Yeah, that hits.
Okay, they will push it for power.
Bye.
They will push for power. And try to get that. This is at disadvantage again. And they will do it. So,
Yes.
Luna, your unit will be defeated.
Yep, peace.
Damn.
Luna, you
When
lose half
this
your...
unit's defeated, each adjacent unit suffers a 1 casualty, though.
Okay, so
So
that will lower
Nice.
their
I'll
HP by
take
1.
1.
So it's down to that.
Can
Oh,
Luna
yeah,
just like
Luna.
fight on her own?
Yes, Luna, as far as the battle is concerned now, basically all of the goblins in your unit have been wiped out, but Luna, you are still desperately fighting alone on the battlefield, surrounded by Calistorchian soldiers. That is why you lose half your hit points. That's sort of the narrative reason for it.
Gotcha.
Spin to win with Sword Friend.
Yeah, basically,
Right.
it's Luna is now in their own Dynasty Warriors game.
Hold on. What is it? A
Fuck
ribbon?
yeah! Fuck
Oh
yeah!
my
A
god.
very deadly ribbon dance or something.
But where Luna's goes down, you see metal armor growing around the goblins that have been slain, and let's see. Control a new
Oh
conscript
no.
unit.
Oh, we're fucked.
appears.
Oh
It
no.
appears as though units defeated by the Calisdigian conscriptor rejoin the fray.
Fucking zombie bullshit.
Is the conscriptor undead?
Yes.
Okay.
And
to your advantage, Luna.
I'm like.
okay,
God.
and so I created this rule set with the intention of it being fair for the team going second, and that's why I initially thought about them having 2 turns in a row and then you having 2 turns in a row. But do we think it's just more fair to go back and forth?
I
Can I
think
get-
going back and forth
Yeah.
makes more
Yeah.
sense
Can I get
because
that?
Back and
Everyone's
forth
thoughts on
makes
that?
more sense.
yeah, because if you do a snake in this way,
Yeah.
they have so many. One team, it wouldn't matter even if it was us.
We would get wiped out so fast.
We would get so. You get
Okay,
so many
then
turns
we
in
will
a row.
we will not snake it. We will go one after another, and I think that will work out. This rule set is one that I kind of like patched together from one that existed that I wanted to simplify a bit. So I wanted to make it a little war gamey, but I think that's great. So then we will head back to the rest of the party now as Luna fights in a horde of Calistigian soldiers by herself.
Ranged division. May I make a suggestion?
Yeah.
I think we should kill this guy. He
Yeah.
seems dangerous. He could be a multiplier.
Yes, the creature heading that one, by the way, is that like hatted individual with the tarot cards.
All right. So
Excuse you,
Meow.
criminal.
hopefully I'm gonna hit, but I am gonna go for it and also activate my
Come on.
ability
Come on.
so
Get-
that
Okay.
the first unit I hit going forward becomes unable to move until the end of their next turn.
Ooh.
And so I'm going to go after the conscriptor.
All right.
Good luck.
Rude.
Also,
And once again,
Rose,
if
sorry
we
for
hit, we
taking out
just
your
hit. We're not
unit
going to
first.
roll.
Yep.
I get to use my character sheet again.
I'm going to hero point that because that's
Yeah.
bullshit.
Yeah.
All right. I got roll 2,
on.
so it's a hero point. Ready for the natural 1.
Don't put that
Cleanse
into
your
the
dice.
universe,
Cleanse
chat.
your
It's a-
dice.
Huh?
Cleanse your dice.
Do a quick d20 that doesn't count, and then roll again. There you go. Cleanse.
How funny it would be if they rolled the one after that.
Shut your whore mouth, Will. Roll that dice, Chad. See? 13.
Yeah!
How
What?
fucking dare.
What?
Will, you do not bring that energy in here.
We're not rolling for power because, like I said, we have +0 power, so that doesn't make sense.
And
Oh.
they're now
So,
immobilized.
They are
Mm-mm-mm.
immobilized for their next turn, but also any they have disadvantage on any of their strikes until are on their next turn.
All right.
So
Nice.
it's the 1 damage.
But yes, Rose, don't forget to lose half of your hit points.
I already did.
Do you want to go next, Evie? Because on the off chance that you somehow manage to just kill them, I'm potentially in the better position to target other people.
Sure.
Criminal.
Yeah.
Can I help
okay,
you?
I'll stay back here where I'm at least adjacent to people. Keep in mind, Rash and maybe Luna. I don't know if this applies to Luna anymore. If you are adjacent to me, I can heal you. I just can't move more than 1 square, so you might have to come to me if you want to.
Anyone who's super damaged might want to fall back. Like do an attack and then
Can
leave.
Luna still get healed even like
Luna's unit has been wiped out.
Luna
Yeah,
can
I was
heal
gonna say-
herself, though. So
Yeah,
once I have a
but
turn,
in terms of units, like we can't bring that
no,
unit
once I
back.
have a turn, I can do
They're
second
already
wind. I
turned.
can do what do you call it? Not like
Yeah.
lay on hands,
Yeah.
second wind, all that good shit.
But if I could get to you, McKenna, that could be an option.
Basically, the reasoning behind Luna not having a turn in combat right now is there are so many enemies constantly attacking Luna that if they do anything other than mow down hordes of Calistigian soldiers, they will die.
I mean, second wind is a free action.
Yes.
Can I do a free action?
No.
Okay.
Not until we're in an actual initiative situation.
Okay.
McKenna, what are you doing?
Alright. Well, I guess I'm shooting the main guy then.
All right, fire at will.
I was gonna say I would try to get to you.
That's a 19 on the
19.
die face.
That'll hit. Would you like to risk it for a
And
power
yeah,
biscuit?
go for power. Biscuit for power biscuit. Well,
Biscuit
What's
for
your
the
power?
biscuit.
a 9 is probably not going to cut it.
Well, what's your power?
It's +2.
That makes
11.
an 11, which is exactly what you need to hit that unit.
So
AC
I
is
think
not
my
high.
original roll was a 7. It accidentally rolled twice. I will just count that as a hero point.
Oh, okay, fair enough.
I thought that's what you were doing.
I thought that was
It's
it.
okay.
It just accidentally rolled twice.
Too
So I was
excited.
going to roll it again for a hero point, but I will use that 9.
All right. Then we will come to whoever wants to go next.
I'll go. I am also going to try and hit the big guy.
All right.
So let me just open up my boomers again. Make sure I got this. So I still have my permanent buff going on. So
Yep.
this is going
Never
to be,
get tired of that name.
Yeah. It's not an
I
underscore 6.
think I
it's
made
plus
a
6.
cool. I think I made a cool like unit names.
23.
That will
to
hit. Would you like to roll power?
I will roll power. Because I also have a +2 hope. Come on. Yeah.
Nice, and that will do another 2 damage as you take them out. And that
The
unit
spark
is
is
deleted
with
from
us.
the map. Any units they've raised are also deleted. So the conscripts disappeared.
Oh.
Oh,
wow.
shit.
All of them.
We just needed a well-placed, well-timed fight.
Now we got all these motherfuckers in the back.
Yeah, but now
Will, do diagonal movement rules apply here too, or no?
You cannot move diagonally. You can only move
Damn.
forward and right and left. It's like a chessboard And you're
And-
pawn.
Damn it.
The rook.
You can move
rook.
diagonally in chess.
With a
You're a
rook,
rook.
you're
You're a
We're all
technically
rooks.
you're all king. We're all like kings with maybe a little additional movement because rooks can move like all the way.
Yeah. Checkers? No.
Means no chess at
Just to
all.
clarify, units can like move and shoot, right?
Yes, you can also shoot and move.
Okay, so I'm actually then going to not move on the off chance that I don't want to go into their range and take a round before I can do anything. I'd rather them come to me, potentially not be within range, and then me just be able to walk into range next turn.
Fair
So,
enough.
I am, however. Actually, no, I'm in
Luna's
the
so
central
small
position.
now.
I'm in such a
Yes,
good spot.
because Luna's unit's been defeated. Okay,
Um,
so
I know.
Darius, Vim, and Evie have gone. It is now Cypress and Rash.
Darius, or pardon me, Vim and Evie, do any of you want to move at least? I could move over one if it brings Evie closer to the others.
My plan was to
Oh, wait, no.
stay adjacent to you, so if you are moving forward, I will also move forward.
I wasn't going to move forward. I just meant like side to
Technically,
side.
technically, if anything, maybe you both should move left so you get a little bit closer to Rash without
Okay,
getting
yeah,
closer to
let's
the
do that.
enemies.
Yeah, that's
I don't need to move. I can reach every spot.
Oh, cool.
I have like the
I'm-
longest range.
If Vim goes down, something very bad has happened.
Yeah, because that means they got all through all of y'all and then got me.
I turned to a goblin who I gave a tuba to at the start, and I said, "Signal our companions. We are to move." And you hear the signal, like, "Oh, Darius is requesting a movement.
Speaking
Would you
of
prefer we
movement,
communicate with
okay.
semaphore?"
Cypress
Flags.
or Rash?
I
apologize.
will go
Here's
ahead.
the thing: is I want to be able to move to those guys, but I want to see if they can come to me a little. I want to see if they come to me first. So if you want to go first, Cypress, go for it.
Excuse me.
Well, I might as well use what I was going to use anyway. Move.
No? Did my internet just die? Okay, you hear me. Am I moving, chat? Did Zoom just crash, chat? Uh-oh. Chat, give us 1 second. It looks as though Zoom has died. We're reconnecting. I apologize for this technical inconvenience. Zoom broke, apparently.
Oh, there we go.
There we go. I'm back.
That was quick.
My
Our
Wi-Fi
also
cut
just
out.
cut out.
I think
we
it's
both
our
dropped.
neighborhood.
Looks
Oh.
like yours dropped too.
That
So
was an entire zoom down.
Yeah.
So what
Zoom
I'm hearing
fully-
is
Zoom fully just went down.
Booted everybody.
Yeah.
Zoom, or was it just those in the North Hollywood area?
No,
I
like
think it was
Zoom.
Zoom.
I think
Yeah,
Zoom
Oh.
because for me, you all one by one froze until
Yeah.
all of you were frozen.
Weird.
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay, I'm going to quickly fix the cameras. Sorry, chat.
I'm capturing.
No,
Hold
that's
on.
definitely not
There we go.
anybody's but Zoom's fault. I think
Wild.
that may have been an actual app thing where they did something
Oh,
and it's
Weird.
wonky.
and,
And it's weird because it's pretty universal for every one of you, honestly.
Yeah, that's strange. I thought my internet died for a second. I was like, oh no, did my net just die?
I just
Right? Me
assumed that it was a
too.
power outage since we've been having those in the
Yeah, I
area.
was worried about that.
Yeah.
See, I was wondering what happened because usually my internet is not the one that like messes up.
Oh well, all right then,
Wow.
Chad.
I'm just saying, typically,
Wow.
if there's an internet like outage somewhere, it's
I
usually not
kid.
mine.
All right,
So
but
then
That
you
is
might
true.
have
let's
You
let's
got
get
better.
back. Let's get back to the battle because we still have a little bit of time to do this. so-
Anyway, yes.
Okay.
I was asking Maya if Rash has used their bardic inspiration yet.
Not yet. No.
Okay. Have you
So if
been
you wanna-
hurt?
I
Yes, but
have. I
remember,
have been
Sarah,
very
you can
hurt.
only use that ability once a game, like once a combat encounter for this. So you've used it all. You don't have that ability again.
Oh, well, unfortunate then. That's it. That's all I can do.
Rip.
I know. I'm
You don't have
useless
to-
otherwise.
Well, you
Did
can move. You have combat abilities. Like you could start moving up to get them.
I moved one square. That's all I can do. I'm a fucking pawn.
All right. Rash.
Yeah. Okay. I'm also gonna move one square that I can move. Let's see. Can I do anything else? I guess.
I mean,
I-
if you look at your barbarian ability.
Yeah. Yeah. That's what I'm doing because we're already pretty much at the end of this combat anyway. So I'm gonna use my furious charge, which means that I can move plus one movement, so I can move 2 spaces in
Yeah.
total. And then inflicts 1 additional casualty on a successful attack, but I'm not going to be able to attack anyone because I am not nearly close enough.
Rash, you
I
can't move
assume-
diagonally.
No, I moved up
Oh, you
here
moved up
and I
then...
moved there.
Oh, okay.
Out.
Yes. Those
How-
were
Why-
the 2
you-
movements.
Couldn't you move 2 up and attack?
Oh, I didn't realize there was a person there because my character sheet was blocking it.
I mean, if you want to move
Mm.
up there, you can. I'm fine with that.
Yeah, I'm gonna do that.
Okay.
Since there's a person right fucking there. I'm
Yeah.
definitely gonna do that. Yeah, my sheet was blocking the way. All right, cool. In that case, I'm gonna swing on this guy.
All right, roll it.
Attack! Attack, my brethren!
What's your
Attack better, my brethren!
hero pointing?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Fuck!
And
Well, I'm gonna use that
unfortunately-
bardic. No, I'm gonna use the bardic,
Oh,
which is
okay.
a D8.
Yep.
You can do it.
You need an
Oh.
8.
Okay, 5 plus 5.
You needed an 8.
Is
I'm
10.
afraid.
Oh, so you're there. So you got it.
No, you needed an 8. Like you need an 8 on the D8. They have an AC of 13.
Oh,
Oh,
and
what's
then
the-
Wait,
whoa,
what's your
whoa,
what's your
whoa,
plus
whoa.
to attack?
Plus my attack is 3. Will
Oh, okay.
let
There
me
you go. You got that.
finish. Let me finish.
Let her cook, as they say.
Let her cook. Let the goblin grandma cook.
Let
All right,
the
so
goblin
her-
grandma
Literally.
You
Rash
are,
cook.
you are
Rash
already
always
Like
dealing.
cooks.
literally.
You are already dealing now 2 damage because you used your barbarian ability. Do you want to attempt a power roll to get to 3 damage?
Or
What's
0.
the downside if I don't get the power roll again?
You deal 0 damage instead.
Nope, I'm keeping it where it's at.
All right.
That's fair.
You almost
used a
wiped
lot
that
to
unit.
get there.
You almost
Yeah.
wiped that unit out in 1 strike.
Like
If you-
I could
If you would
do
have done,
that.
if
I
you would
could.
have succeeded the power check, you would have 1-shot them.
I'm sure, but I don't want to take that chance.
Now that
and
you
lose
said
all of
no,
that.
roll it. See if you would have done it.
I'm just curious.
I'll see if I would have done it. Let's
D20
see.
plus your power.
Yeah, and then it'll be my turn. Yeah,
Damn
I would've
Done
done
it.
That's okay. It's okay.
As McKenna would say, womp le womp.
Would McKenna say that?
Or
That's
Legion
literally
Womp.
not
She
something
would
I've
have.
ever
Or
fucking
Legion
said in my
Womp.
life. Do not put words in my mouth.
Cooper would say that. I
That's
think.
not very
No,
cash
Cooper
money
would
of you,
not
William.
say that.
All right, they're in the range of 5. 1, 2, 3.
Maybe if this were a 2012 Rage comic, someone
So
might say
they
that.
are going to. This gunner is going to fire at Evie.
Not in 2024. Yeah, now the gunners are firing at me.
Uh-huh.
Oh wait, they don't have disadvantage. So the 13 would have been the first one. So 13 plus 7, so 20.
Yeah.
Oh, they have a
7?
Yes, to hit
Good.
their initial hit is high. They're going to attempt a power roll. They have a plus 3 only to these.
According to the
Only?
beginning of this game,
So
Rash
only a
is also
9.
high.
So a 9 will mean that they will deal no damage to Evie unless your AC is less than 9.
My AC is 10, thank God.
There you go. Yes, these ones are good at hitting, but they're bad at confirming with the power. Then Gunner 2 and Gunner 1 are both going to fire at Rash. So I'm going
You
to do
say
Gunner
as they
2.
have a higher attack and power than I do.
So 7, 8, 9, 10, 11 to hit you, Rash.
Yes, 11 hits me with my freaking
Okay.
AC
They'll
of
attempt to
9.
confirm. 7, 8, 9, 10 will hit you then too. You'll take 2 points of damage.
Yeah.
Uh,
I'm at I could really use some fucking HP because I'm at 1.
Well, blue is now also going to attempt to hit you.
Fuck.
And they will
Join the
miss with a.
club.
Oh, wait, no. 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. They will hit you.
Damn it!
So, Rash, your unit is wiped out. You will lose half your hit points, but because of Og, you will deal with the 1 hit point this unit had left and take them out.
Yeah.
Og! I mean,
My
Og.
my little goblins do a kamikaze.
It's more they get wiped out by the enemy mass, but yes. Then moving back to, they can move. They'll move up too because they want to get people in range. Moving back now to the team.
Which one is the most been the most damaged? I would say.
Both have done equal amounts of damage.
Okay.
Neither of them has taken any damage.
Yeah, I don't think.
I say
think either of these been-
we try and help poor Luna, who's been
Yeah, that
out
was gonna
on
be
her own by the longest.
my prerogative as well was to hit orange and hit him hard.
And I don't think our order particularly matters this time. So if no one matters, I'm gonna go first.
Yeah, go for it.
Do it.
Um,
Play.
D20 plus 6 on orange.
Yep.
11.
11 will miss. You need a 13 for this.
I'm gonna hero point that. So give me a second. Hold on. Cleanse. I love Sarah's just eyes went. What?
Oh, watch it.
All right. Let's see.
do it.
18.
All right. So because
you thought.
there is a hero unit on that square, you will automatically deal 2 damage. You don't have to confirm it.
Sweet. Hooray for heroes.
Because of Luna basically being there fighting her way through them currently, your power gets increased by 1 when targeting them.
Nice.
All right, I'm also gonna hit the one that Luna's by.
This
That's
way
a
you're
19
down.
to hit.
This way
Luna
your
has pinned them down.
This way
Now's
your
the time
down
to
friends
strike.
can be at least helpful as barriers. Then that will take out that unit.
Yay!
Alright, then I'll attack the red one.
Okay, fire at will.
Fire away.
Far away.
That will hit. Would you like
Alright.
to attempt to roll for power?
No.
All right.
Power!
But
Yeah,
they'll have.
you have a +0, right?
They'll
I have a +0 to
disadvantage.
power, and
Yeah.
because I hit, they'll have disadvantage on their attack next
Yep.
turn.
That's good enough.
So I'll take the 1
Alright.
damage.
Cypress.
God, this is reminding me of
Cypress
so
and
many.
Darius. Oh no, Darius already gone. So Cypress, you're the last one to act. What would you like to do?
Moving.
Okay. Now my turn. They're going to move up 2, so they can get Vim in range. They're going to target Vim.
Alright, with disadvantage. They're
with
still going to hit.
disadvantage. So 2d20. A 9 plus 7, so 9, 10, 11, 12, 13,
Yeah,
14, 15, 16.
that's good. That hits.
And let's see if I can confirm with a power roll with disadvantage. They only have a +3, so that'll
Yeah,
be
that's
14 and a 16, so 17.
Yeah.
So 2 points of damage to your unit, Vim.
Out
That
of
is.
curiosity, Vim, how much is your unit's AC?
That 6.
So they need
I thought
to
he was
literally
about to say
roll.
he pleads the 5th.
No, so they need to
Close.
roll a 4 or higher to hit you.
Yeah.
Yes.
And they just took half my health, so we gotta
I mean,
roll these guys down.
To be fair, most of these, like the units, like the Calstigian conscripts, had an AC of 9.
Yeah.
But yes. That is their turn, and now we come back to the main team. Cypress, you're in melee if you'd like to roll an
Give him a
attack.
whack. Finish him off with a pirate flourish.
+3 to the attack, so I'm just gonna roll a d20 and add 3.
Yep, you're looking for a 13. And you got a 16.
16.
Would you like to attempt a power roll to deal 2 damage instead of 1?
Yeah.
All right, so now roll a d20 plus your power stat, and you need a 13 again.
No, it's not one.
Oh.
Do you want to use a hero point?
Yeah, might as well. Two.
Oh, I forgot to tell you to cleanse.
Hero
Oh,
points.
Hero
That's-
point. I mean,
Okay.
technically, it's better.
That's a 3.
I blame myself for that. I should have reminded you to
Hero.
cleanse. I'm sorry.
It's technically
Oh.
better.
Hero points.
That's
Technically
just
Oh, Sarah.
wow, that's really like
Cypress turns, and looks at the camera.
that's too real
I'm
actually.
sorry, Sarah.
What if? Does Cypress still have movement?
Does Cypress still have their Bard song? No, they wouldn't even be able to do a
No,
Bard song.
I used it. I have a movement.
What if you
Where
shared
I
a
go.
space with them? So the rest of us would
Well,
automatically get
Here's
power.
our two little
It's
solo
only when
heroes
the
could
units
just do
are
that.
down. Yeah, it's
No,
only
we
when the units
can't.
down.
I can't
It's-
move.
It's the dead units because
You only
Rash,
have movement of one?
I'm not allowed to move.
No, they're not allowed to move because like Rash and Luna right now are
Oh.
fighting hordes and hordes of enemies.
All
alone.
right.
They are in a Dynasty Warriors game.
Whee!
I'm gonna take a shot at these guys then.
That'll
23.
hit. Would you like to attempt a power roll to confirm?
Yes.
No damage.
All right.
Okay.
I'm also gonna roll.
Hits.
So
Would you like to attempt a
17?
power roll to confirm?
No, I will not.
Yeah.
Hey,
I need, I think, an 11 or higher,
yeah.
and the odds are just
Um,
not in my favor on that.
Hey, do you want to use your thing to heal someone so that they don't take me out next turn?
I didn't realize you'd been hit. I was not paying attention. That's on me. Yes, I will do that,
Aw.
and I will also give myself the +1 because I want it.
I wanted to hit Vim and finish Vim off.
Alright, yeah, because
So rude.
I only had
let
my
me
unit
see.
only had 4 hit points. You don't even have to roll because I lost 2. So
Yeah,
the
so
bare
you're
minimum you could
guaranteed to
roll
heal
was going to
them
be
up
the
to
2
full.
that I lost.
So I oh, you know what? You actually get +1 to any stat, Vim.
All right.
So
Well, I
that's
guess I'll
up to you.
just do it to the attack to make
Um,
it a little bit easier to attack.
And
could give
then
it
I
to
need
power.
to roll a d6.
No.
Doing the
So you heal 3.
well, you didn't have to roll because it was 1d6 plus 1, and I needed 2.
Okay, well,
Can't
you
overheal.
heal 3.
Yeah, because I only had 4 max. So if he managed to hit and do
Well,
the
it's
confirm again, it
too
would have taken
late.
me out.
All right,
And you
Vim.
can
All right,
add one to
1d20
it.
plus 6 now.
Hits.
Dang.
Would you like to roll power to confirm?
No, I would
Aw.
not. I'm just going to do the damage and give it disadvantage, even though it's still going to hit me.
All right, it's going to fire twice at Vim.
Of course.
Well, once at Vim with disadvantage. 13 will hit you on the die. They will attempt a power roll.
Yep.
9, 10, 11, 12 to hit you, Vim,
Didn't-
for 2
yeah,
damage.
didn't have to
Ooh.
do any math. The 9 was enough.
And they are going to stay where they are because they have all of you in range.
Okay.
Come back to our party team.
I'm gonna take a shot.
Fire at will.
God damn it.
Misses.
With a 2.
All right. Who's next?
I'll
I
do
will-
it.
Fire at will.
I'll take. I think that's a something.
Should be a
hits.
13.
Yep, a 13 will just hit.
Oh, actually, is your attack +4?
Yeah.
Oh, so that's like a 13 then.
15.
It's
15.
You know what? I'm gonna go for power.
Go for it.
Never mind. I dealt no damage.
And
I'm
I
feeling real
didn't hit.
confident.
No, you do not hit.
What can you
Cypress,
say?
it's all up
Power
to
is
you.
seductive.
You can do it, Cypress.
You can do
I
it,
do
Sarah.
believe I told you ahead of time. Don't put this pressure on me today.
It's not
I
it's
don't-
not super pressure. It's just
That's a 13.
Which is exactly
To
what you need to hit. Would you like to roll for power?
No, I would not.
And that is a wise decision because
That's
they
a
only
wise
had
decision.
1 hit point left.
yeah.
I would like to not fuck it up. Thank you.
That would have been so rude,
Out
Will.
of curiosity, Sarah, roll now.
Roll again.
Yeah, just roll a d20.
to see if the power would have. Yeah, you
That
made the
sounds
right
about right.
decision. You made the right
about right.
decision.
So, as
But a
the
cleanse.
battle as the battle reaches a fervor point, the Calistigian Order on this part of the asteroid is fully wiped out, at the cost of Rash and Luna's units as well. However, things begin to be a little bit strange as the godly form of Magubliet comes out of the astral sea. And
That can't
they
be
are
good.
now towering over you like a constellation in the
Kind of on
sky.
our side.
Okay.
They
I
raise
like it.
their mighty warhammer up and they come bearing it down across the battlefield, hitting every member of the Calistigian Order and destroying hundreds of soldiers.
Well, like whack-a-mole.
Yes. As he does this, the shadows of the astral sea of the Ambrosia Rose system begin to coalesce. Luna, in front of you on the battlefield, you see Sildana.
Oh.
And that same time stop happens again.
So Donna, you don't have to do this.
I must. And now I am one step closer as the deck of fate once again gives me a good hand. She smiles at you, Luna. We will be together again soon, Luna. I promise. And as she walks away through a portal of darkness, a familiar figure, that same figure with a hat very long covering her face and a deck of cards shuffling through her hands, pulls out a singular card that has what appears to be the picture of a young man on it, encased in metal partially looks to be part of some sort of metal monstrosity. You would recognize this rose as Amerlin had Luna not saved them from becoming integrated.
Oh, fuck.
And the card simply reads death. And as that card is drawn, the shadows coalesce, and through Magubliet's chest they go. And as the colossal figure of Magubliet begins to fall down onto the battlefield dead, raining meteorites and ashen filth all over it, we're going to roll initiative for a chase.
Fuck?
Did you just kill my god? What do you mean? Wait, what?
I think he just.
I
killed
do
your
believe
god,
he just
Maya.
killed your god.
What?
I
What?
see. I see you may be in the market for a new god.
What?
I mean, I don't
Man,
want to
give
bring
her
this
a
up
moment
earlier,
to
but
grieve.
my unit came out of the
Rash
battle
flies
unscathed.
into a rage. Rash flies into a rage.
The name of tonight's
Aw.
episode will be Magubli Death.
No, it will not.
No, it will
Absolutely
not.
not. Absolutely not.
Bribe me, and I'll refuse to do the Photoshop work.
Bribe me out.
I want you to know I can be bribed with pastries or fresh fruit.
Matt,
I'm like a small animal, perhaps.
the place that I work has a bakery attached to it.
Yeah, but is it a good bakery?
Yes. Imagine this, okay? A Danish. But instead of
Picture this.
Instead of fruit
A
in the
Danish.
middle,
That's it.
instead of fruit in the middle, it is a pumpkin pie.
I haven't been able to find a good pumpkin pie yet.
It is so good. Anyway, as the
I'll try and make my own pumpkin pie this season.
As the colossal and astral figure begins to fall across the battlefield, meteorites fall from the sky, and there is more chaos than there was before. It is destroying Goblin and Calistigian Order alike. Rash, you attempt to rage, and you feel that anger, you feel that zealous rage boiling inside of you for just a moment, and for some reason in the second it doesn't come.
I think in that moment, Rash is, especially because she doesn't feel the rage that normally would sweep over her, just peter out. she just collapses and is just like, she looks her age in that moment and feels her age in that moment
Oh
and is
no.
just devastated.
Which it fits fantastically with the initiative order because you are actually last in initiative too.
Nice.
First up,
McKenna, your
Darius,
face.
you see Rash in the distance. Like they are 1, 2, 3, 4. So each of these is about the size of a football field. So they are about 5 football fields away from you. At the start of this sort of encounter, the figures, the Calistigian order that was swarming them, have all been felled by Rash in this moment and felled by meteors or other debris of Magubliet. Literally, where Magubliet's like starry like blood hits the boulders, it's boiling. It's like little like star shimmers. It's like little mini supernovas that are like going on and off. It's incredibly beautiful, but incredibly dangerous.
Like space.
Like space. Excuse me. What would you like to do? Your goal is to get out of this battlefield safely, and if you can, aid your friends. What would Darius like to do?
I have a question to ask, Will, though I kind of understand why you may not want to answer it, or this might not be within the purview of a chase mechanic.
Yep.
But I would like to maybe cast Aura of Purity, which would give everyone around me advantage on saving throws against blinded, charmed, deafened, frightened, paralyzed, poisoned, and stunned. But I don't know if that works.
I don't. It's such a wide battlefield that until you're together, that won't be useful.
Oh, so
everyone's still separate. Like McKenna, Evie is a football field away from you, as is Vim. Cypress is 2 football fields away from you. Luna is several football fields away from you, as is Rash.
Do I still have the movement of my unit?
You have your own movement. The chase is sort of just like a general movement. There's no like set amount of movement. It is what do you want to do at this moment? A god is falling apart above you and they are raining down on the battlefield. It is causing damage and your friends are in danger. What do you, Darius, do?
I am going to look around and let me just check the casting time of a spell. What is the casting time of this spell? Never mind.
You see a meteorite coming down towards Luna and Rash.
Yeah.
If you don't act now, something's going to give.
Rash just sits there.
Give me another 2 minutes to think about it. I'm going to move closer to my friends and get ready to heal them. I have nothing that could potentially stop
as you're making way through the as you're making your way through your battlefield, give me either an athletics check to be able to push your way through the chaos of battle, a perception check to find a clear path, or an acrobatics check to move through the crowd.
I'll do athletics then. 13.
That is a failure. Would you like to use a hero point?
I don't have a hero point.
Right. Darius, as you attempt to move through the battlefield, it is chaos. Goblins, Calistigian Order, goblins being raised as members of the Calistigian Order, goblins who, upon seeing Magubliet's death, just sat in the battlefield, wanting to join their god. You're not able to make any progress.
Nope. Oh, should I move back to the space I was in?
Yes, Vim.
Okay.
Like I said, there's no sort of, this is sort of amorphous, so there's no movement.
I'm going to try to rouse some of the goblins that are still alive and near me to try to make some progress into like getting Rash and Luna so we can try to make it back towards our ship.
Okay.
So I'm going to use persuasion for that.
All right, roll it.
18.
That is a success. What does Vim say to the goblins?
I'm mostly leaning on the fact that these all seem related to Rash, and like they were, but Rash, Luna, and the rest of us were kind of leading in that battle to just kind of push, like, hey, your god thought you needed them. We still need them. Come on.
Yes. Also, Rash, you lost 2 units in battle. Roll me 2d6.
Okay. Foreboding.
1, 6. Okay, cool. Give me a minute on your character sheet.
I don't like that at all. I don't like that
See,
sentence.
we thought it was the battle that Will was threatening to kill off our characters, but it's in fact this, because he knows we're all legendarily bad at skill checks.
Yeah.
I have some really good skill checks.
Yes, but you're gonna roll badly.
I just
Also,
gotta be. This is
I feel
true,
like the
but
threat
that's why
here
I tried to
wasn't my
counter that.
character dying. The threat was my god dying and me having to choose an entirely new path.
Can I interest you in dreams?
Seriously.
Well, I feel like depending on how this session goes,
Also,
by the end of it,
Rash,
you might
I
not
have
be a Path of the
notated-
Zealot anymore.
I have notated on your sheet all of the dead grandchildren.
Jesus fuck, Will. Are you happy with
You-
yourself? Are you proud of yourself? Let me look at
Luna,
the
you're up
character
next.
sheet.
Yeah, let's take this off of my turn. I don't want my turn associated with that.
I forgot I had to do that at the end of this one. Luna, you're up.
Luna's gonna try to make it back to one of her friends as fast as she can. So
Okay,
make
Gilly's still alive.
athletics
That's all I care
to
about.
try to get to
Gilly's still alive.
Cyprus,
Go for it. Make me an athletics
as
check.
Cyprus is the closest one.
Yep.
Oh god,
Hiya.
really? Okay, I have one other. I have 2 hero points, so I'm
Go
gonna
ahead,
use one.
it.
Not Gramona.
16 is a success. You're able to make it back to Cyprus. That was 1 success. That's 2 success, 1 failure.
Well,
What if
There were so many of these I was so looking forward to
Sorry.
using. Damn.
Cyprus, you're up. Luna has just gotten back to you. The battlefield is in chaos. What do you do?
Well, what I'm going to do is what Cypress does best is I see that so Luna made it back.
Luna's made it back to you.
Okay, I'm gonna start first off by giving them a healing word.
Okay. I will allow that as part of the skill challenge. Give Luna a little bit more hit points going into what's coming up next.
5
it.
for the moment. And I need to for the most part, I feel like I need to get to Rash. So
How would you
can I
like to move through
gauge
the
from
battlefield?
I mean, yeah, I'm gonna basically like get Luna, pat, healing word, send her back towards Evie
Okay.
Pat.
with a healing word. You are healed. Good luck. And athletics, you said?
Athletics, acrobatics, or perception move through the crowd, but if you want to rally some troops to help you, I will allow persuasion. Or other things.
I'm going to
Like
actually
you can
I
pitch
am.
whatever you want.
I'm going to rally the troops to actually, you know what I'm going to do, and this is totally what Captain Cypress would do, is Captain Cypress will look around and see a lot of the goblin horde give up. And as she begins to try and shift her way with the chorus line, who are arguably probably also very taken down by this situation, I'm going to bolster them with a speech that echoes across the Clash of Battlefield by going, "You dishonor the honor of your God by sitting there on the ground. You
my.
get up and fight." Your god is your ideal. No matter what happens to them, you must persevere. And I will roll a persuasion to help me bolster to get to Rash.
I'm like, honestly, not a bad speech for goblins.
Oh, that was a good speech. I'll give you advantage
Nice.
for that RP. You get an advantage.
22.
22 is a success. You are able to rally the troops around you to get you and Luna to Rash's position. Evie.
So Cypress mentioned that she was getting Luna to me.
Oh,
That
okay.
happen?
Then Luna is with Evie then, if that was the plan.
Okay.
Yeah, send her
Yeah.
past me towards where Evie's unit was.
Okay.
That sounds good.
Because I knew that is exactly where she needed to go.
She
I ain't stupid.
belongs.
Drink, drink, drink. And she hands you a healing draft.
Thank you.
Let me roll that for you real quick.
Yep.
30 healing. That's
That's almost full.
3
That's-
8s and a 1.
I'm like
Good
all
job,
3
McKenna.
HP away from
Alchemist
max.
Artificer.
Amazing.
Solid.
Sometimes you get those things to let it shine.
Mm-hmm.
And then I'm gonna book it off the field as fast as I can because I see Cypress has Rash.
Okay. How do you want to exit the battlefield?
That is a good question.
It is in chaos. You can use athletics to push your way through it, perception to avoid sort of major conflict areas, acrobatics to shift through the crowd, a social skill to rally some troops, or if you can pitch me another skill, we can do it as well.
I will pitch you another skill. I would like to brain blast my way through this and do a quick investigation to see if I can, like, assess
Sherlock?
the best path
Not the
forward.
Jimmy
Roll for
Neutron
it.
brain
Yes.
blast.
Brain blast. it.
Mind crush.
Yay, brain blast. That's a 25.
25 is a success. Y'all are doing a lot better in this encounter. Then, well, just
Strange,
like
isn't it?
rolls. Then we come to as Captain Cypress gets to you, Rash. It is now your turn.
Rash is just up until this point, like almost catatonic by her standards. Like the most she, like after having collapsed on the ground, the most she's been doing is muttering the children and grandchildren, like the dead children and grandchildren's name on her breath, and is like trying to look around to discern who is still alive. And having seen that Gilly and Eagles and Bonk are still alive. Nope, just kidding. Eagle's dead. But that was from earlier. That was
was
not
an
from this
earlier
battle.
Oh.
But Gilly and Bonk
And also,
are still
I would
alive.
like to make a very clear. All of Rash's grandchildren are adults. They're just
Yeah.
Rash's
Yeah.
grandchildren.
No, they're not. They're her kids. They're
Yeah.
like kids in her eyes, but they're not kids.
There's been no like actual child death.
Yes.
Yeah,
Yeah.
you're not allowed to sign up for the Goblin Horde until you are 15.
Which is adult for a goblin. Yeah. Anyway.
Yeah.
I just wanted
Yeah,
to make
'cause
that very clear because that's
Who dat?
occurs to me. We've been using that like terminology. I'm like, oh, we should
Yeah.
make this clear.
No kids.
Yeah, no.
Understandable.
They are
They're
adult.
We're talking
They're all
adult
adult,
grandkids.
but they're all
Yeah.
adult by Goblin standards. Any of her like great grandkids or anything like that, they're not here because they have not signed up for the war. However, that does leave them a lot of like parentless.
Anyway.
Ooh, that's a different thing.
That's a whole nother. That's a whole nother
that's a
can of
whole-
worms. We only
yeah,
have a few minutes
but
left.
that's what Rash is doing. She's essentially catatonic, but she hears Cypress's speech, and she's going to use, let's see. She's going to use her grandma perception
Okay.
Grandma perception.
To like try to see and call out to the rest of the goblin horde, to the rest of her family that is still here, to try and get them to like follow suit.
Roll it. 19. That is a success. Rash, as you do so, the party begins to coalesce. You all start making your way back to the ship. The surviving members of Rash's clan coming with you, as there's enough space on the ship to get a lot of them off of this planetoid. And as
Yeah, because
you're
I think in this
approaching-
moment she's snapped into general mode.
Yes. As you're approaching your ship, because you have had one failure, I'm going to take 1 round off the timer next session, as in front of your ship, walking onto it right now, appears to be Evie, with a number of Calistigian soldiers blocking the entrance.
Evie B.
We
And
should
as
recognize
she
her.
walks onto the ship, the colors of the ship begin to change, almost as if a virus is leaving from her pseudopods into the ship itself. It starts to change to red and black. And as we see if our party can stop EVB from taking their ship and stranding them on this asteroid during this battle, that's where we're going to leave off.
Rash locks eyes with EVB and goes, "I'm so disappointed in you."
Thank you
The
all
grandma shade.
Psychological
much
damage.
for coming to tonight's episode of The Astral Calling. Join us next week as what I'm calling the sort of like mid-series finale continues.
Way.
I hope this was fun. And we'll see you all on the next one.
Bye.
Bye-bye.
Have a good night, everyone.